All right, family. In my previous videos, I said something about uh, our enemies, heroes, or villains. So here we go. I could pretty much do this. But nevertheless, just bear with me and just hang tight.
I'm trying to find my way back home, 'cause I've been going far too long. I did think my way, didn't care what my father say. Disobedient, so I fell away, acting like the prodigal son, stiff-necked like the prodigal son. I was wasteful like the prodigal son. I became humble like the prodigal son. I was safe in my father's house. It still was not enough. I had some doubts. I had an urge that I couldn't shake. I convinced myself it was just a phase. I set off to revel with my inheritance. So many so-called friends, they had false pretense. Pockets empty, they no longer with me. I ain't got no shelter, and it's cold in these streets. I'm trying to find my way back home, 'cause I've been going far too long. I did think my way, didn't care what my father say. Disobedient, so I fell away, acting like the prodigal son, stiff-necked like the prodigal son. I was wasteful like the prodigal son. I became humble like the prodigal son. I was up so high, now I've been brought down low, and I've been eating with the swines, abominable. Almost high, I'm so ashamed. I brought disgrace to Yahuwah, your holy name. On bended knees, I ask, can you forgive me? 'Cause I can't hide, I know that you can see me. I really need you, please come redeem me. Lead me to the way back home. I'm trying to find my way back home, 'cause I've been going far too long. I did think my way, and I care what my father say. So I fell away, acting like the prodigal son, stiff-necked like the prodigal son. I was wasteful like the prodigal son. I became humble like the prodigal son. I became so humble. I'm trying to find my way back, I've been going far too long. 'Cause I've been gone far too long. I did think my way, didn't care what my father say. So I fell away, acting like the prodigal son, stiff-necked like the prodigal son. I was wasteful, disobedient, and I was stiff-necked, and now I'm humble.
All right, family. Can y'all name anybody in the American country that isn't a villain? that doesn't co-sign genocide, that's really about justice? I just want y'all to think. Just put them in the chat. I know it's probably somebody out there. It's probably somebody out there. Can y'all name anybody pretty in American history that's well known, that's really about justice and truth, a real hero? Matter of fact, let's see what hero is. Let me see here. Let me look it up. While y'all comment, let's see. Hold on. If you don't know nobody, you just say you don't know nobody. That's cool. Cause I can't think of nobody. Hold on. Let me see here. Okay, it's showing. In mythology, I ain't too much dealing with no myth. A person noted for feats of courage or nobility of purpose, especially one who has risked or sacrificed his or her life. Okay. All right. But anyway, the point I'm getting at. The point I'm getting at. I'm not talking about, yeah, we really got heroes. They the one got villains. They have villains. We have heroes. Let me see can I get this thing popping over here. I'm talking about a real person. I'm not talking about no, hey, I'm not talking about no Marvel character. I'm talking about a real person. Yeah, I did like the fact that he was kind of like a runt. But let me look. Yeah. We actually have heroes. People that risk their lives. I like Captain America too. Too bad he ain't real. People, we have real heroes. But look here. Hold on. In this country, the real one, the guy, probably hate us just as much as everybody else. Okay, hold on. I'll just wait. All right. But anyway, let me get back. Hold on. Let me see here. I was trying to, his computer acting up. But all right. All right, let me get on into it. Hold on. All right. Now, look at this. Many of the major founding fathers owned numerous slaves. Now, you know, they were teaching us that them y'all daddy. These are the daddies of your country. These are the founding fraudsters. I mean, fathers. We must be, no what that explains why we were getting whooped like we were getting beat like stepchildren, huh? Yeah, boy, they showed in teeth. They left this part out, didn't they? But yeah. Y'all know George. Where y'all think George Washington got his teeth from? You doggone right. They didn't find nobody. Hey, boy, it's amazing how they can find people minding their own business. But yeah, it said he took some of them from out as slaves. But nevertheless, let me go. Let me. This probably ain't gonna be too long. I just want y'all. Don't y'all forget this. They made a hero out of this guy. This ain't no Captain America. This must be Captain Devil, the Marine. Hey, look, don't y'all forget now. They gave him $3 million for killing a black man. You so-called Christians. Even white Jesus is a villain. Anybody understand why white Jesus is a villain? Anybody understand why Christianity is a villain? Huh? Anybody understand why white Jesus is a villain? Y'all don't understand? He tells his servants it's all right to steal, kill, and destroy. They God, white Jesus, tell them to form the Klan and go out and kill black folks. Speaking of the Klan, let me see where I'm at. Yeah, speaking of the Klan, let's get this. Let's get this in.
Hello and welcome to History Pod. On the 8th of August 1925, tens of thousands of Ku Klux Klan members took...
Look, right up there. Hey, y'all see them? They at home. They at the headquarters.
part in an enormous organized march.
And it's still legal to recruit people to kill black folks to this day. Because it's coming from the top hood. Notice, that look like a hood. And look at all them hoods. Just look. Villains.
Through the streets of Washington, D.C. Although the original Ku Klux Klan had collapsed in the 1870s, by the middle of the 1920s, a new version of the organization had experienced a resurgence that saw at least 3 million Americans becoming members.
3 million? 3 million? 3? What are these folks at now? 3 million at least. So I'm assuming there were 3 million card carrying registered white supremacists. Y'all do know these folks had kids, right? Where they at? Are they descendants? Are they descendants the ones in school trying to kill our kids? Are their descendants the one having mock slave auction in school? Is these their kids? 3 million. And notice the picture was black and white. I want y'all to think, what are these people at? Did they vanish? Is these people in the House and the Senate in droves? I'm not necessarily the Klan, but white supremacists. That's why it's still legal to get together and recruit people to kill black folk? Huh? Are these their hero? I'm asking questions.
Second Klan was heavily influenced by the mythologized history of the D.W. Griffith 1915 silent film,
There go that Jewish black coalition right there. Y'all do know, yeah, that's some small hats making the movie for the tall white hats. Hey, the small hats produced the movie for the cone heads.
Birth of a Nation. With its white robes and cross burnings, the Klan adhered to a nativist agenda that opposed...
Hey, look. Notice he got a cape on. He got a cross on. He's a villainous crusader. Huh? Look at that. But anyway,
becoming members. The second clan was heavily influenced by the mythologized history of the D.W. Griffith 1915 silent film The Birth of a Nation. With its white robes and cross burnings, the clan adhered to a nativist agenda that opposed anything and anyone that didn't fit into their white Protestant ideal, such as blacks, Catholics, Jews, and...
He said Protestant. I thought the Protestants supposed to have been better than the Catholics. You know all of them is with the mess because all of them is teaching white supremacy. Every last one of them. Every branch of Christianity is teaching white supremacy. Show me one that's not. Show me a branch of Christianity that's not preaching white supremacy. Show me one. White supremacy means everybody else got to suffer. That's what that means. Everybody else got to suffer. We get all the good, and you Negroes might get some scraps if we don't kill you.
Such as blacks, Catholics, Jews, and newly arrived Southern and Eastern European immigrants.
Hold on, let me go back.
That opposed anything and anyone that didn't fit into their white Protestant ideal, such as blacks, Catholics, Jews, and newly arrived.
Now look, the Catholics is the ones that wrote the Papal Bulls that started the traffic in the world. They call it the transatlantic slave trade. The trafficking. So the Catholics, they ain't clean. They ain't clean. The Catholics, they was the one that kicked out, that started. They the one told the merchants who to go get. The Catholics. Every church that come over here came from the Catholics.
Southern and Eastern European immigrants. The Klan of the 1920s was also very visible in the community, with the high watermark of the organization being its march in Washington, D.C. in the summer of 1924.
Now, I don't want to be around these folks. I want us to have our own space over there, over somewhere away from them. The Bible said, come out from among them and be separate. And make that clear. They can hate over yonder in their own little areas.
5. Known as a conclave, an estimated 50,000 Klansmen and their families.
Anybody see anything wrong in this picture? Huh? Look. Anybody see anything? Oh, okay. Got a bottle in the mouth, and they already training them up. Matter of fact, let me hold on. Shalom, Jim. Yes, and everybody else that I didn't mention. Shalom. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Why? Because you done practically programmed them. You done showed them how to survive. Well, they ain't gonna survive. You done showed them what this really talking about. Train them up in the word. The word gonna do the rest. You just lead them to the waters of the word, and they won't die of thirst. All right, let me see here. All right.
Converged on the city for 2 days of very public demonstration. On the 8th of August, upwards of half the attendees participated in a march through the streets of the capital wearing their full regalia, but with their faces on show rather than hidden beneath pointed hoods at the behest of the city's authorities. Some of the marchers formed well-drilled shapes that were visible from above, Christian crosses.
Now, when I see stuff like this, I'm thinking about military. Do y'all understand how much practice it takes to come up with formations? 1925. And I think the First World War was around 1917. So some of these guys are probably military. Nevertheless,
and moving white Ks that were witnessed by thousands of spectators who had come to watch the parade or demonstrate against the presence of the Klan in the capital. While Marines stood guard outside several federal buildings that lined Pennsylvania Avenue, President Calvin Coolidge reportedly refused to even review the procession. The marchers eventually arrived at the Washington Monument at 7 p.m., but the rally was rained off.
all right. Now, for you Negroes that love Karens, let me see if I can find a video. Y'all wanna know how these statues how these Confederate statues and stuff got put up. Here you go. Here you go. You Negroes out here. Here you go.
The women of the South were in the forefront to memorialize the Confederate veterans. There's a story told by a federal soldier right after the war, and he said the Confederate soldiers themselves are reconciled to the results of the clash of arms. I think is how he put it. But the women of the South are bitter and would continue the war on. The United Daughters of the Confederacy, they were the ones that went out and decorated the graves and started the cemeteries and began the movements to put up memorials and monuments. These monuments represented a grave marker for the people of the time whose husbands and sons went off to war and never came back.
Wait a minute. I saw something.
Sons went off to war and never came back.
Hold on. I saw something. Y'all hold on. There it is right there.
Started the cemeteries, began the movements.
Oh, I thought that was a Star of David, but someone was in the Confederacy too. Judah P. Benjamin for one. Yeah, he helped finance the Klan
to put up memorials and
Jewish
monuments.
man.
These monuments represented a grave marker for the people of the time whose husbands and sons went off to war and never came back.
I learned a little bit about one of the founding members of the Daughters of the Confederacy, whose name was Helen Plain. She was a Civil War widow. She was also a Klan sympathizer. But it strikes me that much of her fervor might have had initially to do with a sense of personal grief. You know, I lost a husband. I want to redeem whatever it was I believe he stood for.
Okay, why they got this black woman telling this woman? You understand? I just pay attention.
Whether or not that jibes with historical fact or political fact.
The United Daughters of the Confederacy became probably the greatest propaganda organization this country has ever seen.
They literally will create censor boards, a rubric for determining what kinds of textbooks could go into schools.
Does that sound familiar today? Textbooks in school. So when they say you got a low IQ, who control the books, the schools? Now we got to do some work. Some of us don't want to do the work. Now, okay, yeah, but you got a whole bunch of traps. It also now, yeah, there's a new group they got out. What is it called? Moms of Liberty. They doing the same thing. Moms of Liberty. Yeah, hold on. Going around the school, doing the same thing. Trying to dictate what's taught in the school. Now I can understand you don't want your church, y'all ain't having, I can understand some of that stuff. But doggone it, they the only ones that get to pick what's taught in school. That's why we need to have our own stuff. We let them have their stuff, and we have our own. As long as we all up in there together, they gonna find some kind of way to derail what we need. But yeah, they done got a couple boot licking, buck dancing, shine bones to go along with them. Let me see here. But yeah, let me see here. A couple of them they done got arrested. But yeah, now I wonder what y'all ever hear the term black conservative? What are Negroes trying to conserve? Racism? Think about that. What is Negroes? I hear that term black conservative. What is black? What is you trying to conserve? Poverty? Racism? What you trying to conserve? You trying to conserve the Klan? You know, I don't know what these Negroes. Hey, when the stuff go down, these Negroes gonna be the first one hanging from them trees. The doggone snake ain't gonna forget it's a snake. All right. But yeah, let me get back over here. Let me see here. Where the video at? Let me close this one. Right here.
A rubric for determining what kinds of textbooks could go into schools. And had to talk about the war of northern aggression. You had to frame slavery in a particular way. This reimagining.
Same thing Ron DeSantis them doing right now. Trump talking about, Trump about clearing his throat like he finna follow suit. Told y'all, now one of them is for you. That's the history since we've been here. Now one of them. They ain't showed no sign of repentance or nothing. Now one of them is for you, black folks. I don't care if you go over there to Europe. Why ain't no African nations over there in NATO? Huh? Okay. Why all the white folks is in the black countries, but you don't have no black soldiers in the white countries? Why all the white folks got nukes and the black folks don't? But anyway, let me keep going.
Imagining of what the Civil War was. That only is allowed to.
The Bible says only the Most High is going to rescue the nation of Israel. And look at the deck. Them sons got the deck stacked, don't they? They got that deck stacked so high. They got that deck stacked so high that only the Most High is smack it down, smack that deck down. They got the deck stacked. It's supposed to look like this. They ain't got rid of us yet. We still kicking strong. They ain't even put a dent in our numbers. Yeah, they done killed a bunch of us all. We still ain't gonna be here. How does it feel, heathens? All this stuff you've been doing and trying, and it ain't working. How does it feel? You'll be better off repenting. Give it up. Surrender. White flag. Plan down.
Gain currency and become part of the dominant narrative because white Northerners are willing to go along with it.
Yeah, white Northerners are willing to go along with it because they racist too. Yeah. Let me see here. Let me go and wrap this up. This video ain't got to be long. Y'all, I just want y'all to see these folks, heroes or villains. I don't care. You got presidents and slave masters. So what? But somehow, when they play the music, when King Nebuchadnezzar play the music, at the time you hear this, you know. Let me see here. Let me go a little biblical. At the time they play their music, I'm looking for the book of Daniel. Here it is, chapter 3. At the time you hear the national anthem, you're supposed to put your hand over your heart and bow down. to the image that the Europeans done set up. Oh, say, can you see? All I see is bloodshed. All right? But yeah, y'all remember the fiery furnace? But anyway, yeah, you going to bow down and worship the flag. You going to worship these clowns that hate you. Yeah. But anyway, let me get on back over here. So you got slave. What I'm doing is showing you these folks ain't never been for you. When instead of President's Day, you call it Slaveholders Day. All right, now you want to run over there. You want to call the Christians. This is what black conservatives is conserving. They conserving $3 million to a man that killed a black man with a history of mental illness. He got a history of mental illness. This is what black conservatives is conserving. Racism. All right. So if you want to run over there to the Christians, go ahead. Don't forget, this is Christians too. Let me see here. This is Christians also. This is the Iron Maiden. Y'all would think it's a rock group. No, this is the Iron Maiden right here. These are Christians. Doggone it. Yeah. There was Christians were behind that whip. It was Christians behind them shackles. It's Christians right now supporting racism and it's Christians today. I'm finna dig a little bit more in this all this stuff. Them torture racks and stuff. That can't nobody come up with stuff better like they can. Let me see here. Hold on, it's some more stuff. I was gonna put together a video on all the stuff all the torture stuff they got. Let me see here. Medieval torture. Notice medieval. Focus on evil. Some of y'all probably stop, I'm not showing you this stuff so you can be afraid. This stuff been here the whole time. Look. Look. Oh, okay, y'all can't see this. Hold on. I don't even know what you call this thing. But look. You strap somebody down, head, I guess stomach, and then you just roll them on them spikes. I guess that's what you do. But anyway, that's right. Now, y'all know what they were doing with these, don't you? Y'all know what they were doing with these, don't you? Look at it. Let me give you a hint. Up yours. And look at it. Look at it. Look. This is your Christians. Look at this stuff. But anyway, let me get over here. Let me find something else. All right. Here go another Christian. That's why them heroes look like devils, because they devils. This is what they call, this is their hero. Why you say they call them heroes? They make a statue for them. They put them in books. They celebrate them. They naming schools after them. They naming cities after them. Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Mississippi. Now going to Columbus University. That's their hero. And y'all want to try to reason with us. Y'all go ahead. Hey, some of y'all gonna have. There's another language. Some of y'all know it. You know this language, but you don't speak it too often, and that's a good thing. But you better learn to speak this language, because the only language violence is a language. Some of y'all gonna have to learn. Some of y'all gonna have to brush off and brush up on your lexicon. Violence is a language. I'm just Anyway, 9 reasons Christopher Columbus was a murderer, tyrant, and scoundrel. This is Vox. You can type that title in your Google search thing. Get you a peacemaker. Get your power tool. Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me. Y'all know what to do. I can't say too much. But the main thing is put your face in the Most High. Okay? Not trying to scare y'all. They've been doing this stuff. Look at it this way. If you sleep in your house on fire, you sleep, does that make you safe from the fire because you sleep? If you don't know the nature of these beasts, does that make you safe? So if you know the nature of the beast, you get the right weapon to take down the beast or whatever you do. Don't get caught sleep. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Don't be afraid. Some of us ought to be past fear. Doggone it. If I got to go, hey, I'm gonna try to get as many. I'm gonna try to get as many as I can. Maybe some of us will get a break. If I got to go, doggone it. But anyway, hey, I was looking for it. I can't find it. I was look. Maybe I don't need to play it. I'll play this one though. I'll play this one.
Not Jesus, not me, 'cause I throw hands. Try Jesus, please don't try me, because I'm fine. I know what he said about getting slapped, but if you touch me or mine, we gon' have to scrap. So, try Jesus, please don't try me, because I'm fine. I have no problem laying these hands. Try Jesus, don't try me, 'cause I throw hands. Try Jesus, please don't try me, because I'm fine. Oh, you said, turn the other cheek. Oh, but this one part of the Bible that just don't sit right with me. So try Jesus, please don't try me, 'cause I find I have no problem laying these hands.
We'll continue with the moment of truth in just a moment, but first, a word from the official sponsor of Black Empowerment, Power Tools. There's no telling when something's going to come up, so make sure you carry your power tools at all times. You never know when you're going to need to bring the hammer down, or when you'll have some trash that needs to be blown away, or some obstacle that requires cutting down. Don't get caught empty-handed. Keep your hammer close by. Keep that leaf blower at the ready, and always carry your steel. Power Tools. Because no matter what your day job or side hustle may be, there's no excuse for not being ready to put in some work.
Now, I did a little research, and part of the reason why Columbus did what he did, because they had weapons and the natives didn't. I'm just saying, that's a fact. That's why a few people could overpower. But anyway, nevertheless, I know that this war ain't gonna be won with weaponry. But just hey, a lot of y'all got a lot of weapons for a Negro that bust up in your house. Got something for black folk. But you ain't got nothing for the devils, huh? But anyway, let me keep going. Look here. Look, I kidnapping. This is a hero. You got a day, you got holidays, you got statues, you got cities. And look, and you got this. All right. Look. He must be kin to King Leopold. Here go another one that's a hero. Y'all know King Leopold. Y'all know Leopold that killed millions of Congolese, cutting their hands off. His folks think he a hero too. Where was that? Where he's cutting them? I'm looking for it. Let me see here. Let me type in hand. Y'all can't see that. Hold on. This is King Leopold. Killing kids and cutting off hands. And his people think he a hero too. Let me show you how I know his people think he a hero. Let me show you how I know King Leopold, nation of Belgium, think he's a hero. Because his people is selling chocolate hands. That's how I know. This is his folks. Yeah. But anyway, the Bible says Satan got his bloodline out here. Let me show y'all this. Y'all don't forget this. There's little hiccups in the system. Some people, look here. But anyway, this is actually a thing with them. Oh, y'all can't see that. But yeah, there's some stuff going on. That's all I'm saying. There's some stuff going on. But anyway, let me bring this to a wrap. Let me bring this to a close. Let me keep going. Look at this. That's why Haiti and Dominican Republic wasn't nobody. That's why all of our people left, besides the ones that immigrated in. Because yeah, they call us monkey, but they got that doggone Reese's. Some of them got that Reese's monkey stuff in their DNA. But anyway, that's why the island is practically, Haiti and Dominican Republic, because they done killed them off. Where is that at? Where they hold on, it was something else. Here it is. Look. Let me see what this says.
Looks like you won something there.
I ditched my text guy and switched to H&R Block.
Nope, ain't gonna be playing no way. I just shouting it up. Let me shout this up. I just shouting it up. Hold on. Oh yeah, let me get to this. Don't y'all forget J. Marion Sims. Y'all know J. Marion Sims, don't you? They call him the father of gynecology. Let me see. Well, it ain't but let me see here.
Vaginal speculum from a pewter spoon. Know what a vaginal speculum is? And for those men in the room that we lost, a vaginal speculum is a device designed to open up the vagina. It was considered one of the most important advancements in medicine that was made. He was credited as being the wealthiest wealthiest physician to have ever lived. And what's interesting about him, look at the medals pinned on him. I was just very curious about how it was.
Those are Catholic medals. Those Christian medals he got on. Look at them. Look at them. Nevertheless, oh, y'all can't see him. But yeah, probably some Freemasonry stuff too. I don't know. I said probably, but I know one of them is Catholic.
Medals pinned on him. I was just very curious about how it was they regarded this man, because no one ever really looked at how did he come up with that vaginal speculum. The way he did it was he actually worked on unanesthetized, did experiments on unanesthetized slave women. He created a makeshift hospital in his backyard in the mid-1800s. He built the first vaginal speculum from a pewter spoon. And he reasoned that slave women were able to bear great pain, meaning we don't need any anesthesia, because their race.
Y'all see how this goes? They still tell that lie to this day. Black folks don't need no medicine. I think some of them just twisted and they get off watching us suffer. Think about it. You sitting there doing this to black folk, so you getting some kind of gratification off of watching us suffer. Let's see. Yeah. Just think about it. The devil loves to see people suffer. Devils love to see people suffer. Look at all these folks right here now. All of them is getting some kind of twisted pleasure out of this. That's why you get an Iron Maiden, the medieval torture devices, just like a devil. If it ain't in you, can't nobody bring it out of you, because it ain't in you. All right, let me get back over here. Let me see, what's she at?
Made them more durable, and thus they were well suited for painful medical experimentation. We didn't even, because we didn't feel like other women could feel. This man would cut into women, cut into them, and just said, well, since they're black, they don't really feel it. Unbelievable. And more importantly is what he did to infants, because not only did he experiment on women, he also experimented on infants. He said that black infants suffered from something he called trismus nascentium, which is now commonly referred to as neonatal tetanus. Neonatal tetanus originates in horse manure, which was a likely cause of the disease in slave infants. He attributed it to the indecency and intellectual flaws of slave infants, together with skull malformations at birth. That is a shoemaker's awl. And that's an 1800s shoemaker's awl. He would stick that into the heads of brand new infants in an effort to realign their skulls based on the indecency and intellectual flaws of their parents, to treat the malady. Of course, it was 100% death rate.
I find it amazing how They thought they was doing something good, but I find it amazing how they have bypassed all the white folks. Think about it. They bypassed all the white folks. If they really thought what they doing was really good and helpful and groundbreaking medical procedures, they sure did find a way to bypass all the white folks.
But that's what he would stick in the head of a baby at birth. And so these are things that are so horrific that you can't possibly wrap your head around it. And this man is, I mean, just Google him. And I think to myself, if I were up here in front of you right now, and this is going to become very important as I move into the other slides. If I stomped a puppy to death up here, just a little puppy, and stomped it right here to death in front of you, most of you would need therapy. And I would be arrested probably faster than killing a black man for killing a puppy. How could you do that? Do you realize how much dissonance you have to remove in order to stick that into the brain of a child? More importantly, the child can no longer be human. Are you understanding what I'm saying? The reason why he could do it is they weren't human. They didn't even feel pain.
And it's also amazing how they bypassed the horses, the pigs, the chickens, and everything else, the rats. Since we're in that category, what are other animals at?
That's what this man believed. Now, you may look at that and go, those are horrific things from the past. There's a book out right now, not table reading. It's called Medical Apartheid. This is written by Harriet Washington, came out last year. This book chronicles the experimentation on Black people up to contemporary day.
They still doing it.
See, we want to look at the Tuskegee experiments. We want to look at Sims and go, oh, that just.
Y'all remember when C-19 come out and Bill and Melinda Gates they was adamant that Black folks got to get this thing first. Huh? Y'all remember I was telling y'all, I did the video this day on YouTube long. But yeah, I had it recorded where Bill and Melinda were saying Black folks got to get it first. We can't get no money though. We've been needing money for the longest. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, they still doing it. Oh, I can put together something. They still doing it. Your first clue is they use white lab rats for everybody. Demelanated rats. That's probably when they're working on a cure for themselves. But nevertheless, I'm gonna wrap this up. You can do another quick Google search. You can find out a list of the founding fathers who owned slaves. There you go. How you gonna teach us one side of them and not teach us the other? That because school is indoctrination and propaganda. We want your mind to go a certain way. So we ain't gonna tell you the bad. We just gonna tell you what we want you to know because we want your mind to go a certain way. That's manipulation. Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe. Oh, he owned slave Benjamin Franklin. I forgot he was a slave owner. I told you, now one of them. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh, well, Shalom, family. Y'all take care. Try to keep them going. Let me see here. Matter of fact, Never forget that they lied to us.
Taken on a ship, taken as a slave. You said we were the ones who were afraid, but it was you who took us on the good ship, Jesus, which you told me was my savior, but my savior Yahushua HaMashiach, the one who died for me. Didn't want us to find out who we are. Didn't want us to know who we are. You didn't want us to see who we are. That we are the chosen ones. You didn't want us to find out who we are. Who we are. You didn't want us to see who we are. So you lied to us. Took our name from us, stole our identity, stole our language. You didn't want us to write or read. Now our eyes are wide open and we can see. Shot us, killed us, raped us, robbed us, sold us into slavery, threw us into the Atlantic, left us for dead, drug us behind the horses and flogged us, even raped our men. Buck-breaking sex bomb, lynched us and forced us to breastfeed your babies, not to mention the devil's punch bowl, which you tried